Consumers are liking the stuff that we've seen here lately from an economic standpoint and from a tariff standpoint. It is Markets with Megan. It's Tuesday, July 29th, and we're here today with our next economic report, and this is on consumer confidence for the month of July. What the Conference Board is indicating is that consumer confidence actually rose for the month. This is the first time the second increase we've seen over the past 9 months, so this is a big deal. Consumers are not as optimistic about the present situation of the economy. That actually declined, but the biggest increase was on the expectations for the future. That actually rose to a 5-month high. So consumers are getting more positive about whether it's the tax bill, whether it's the conclusion we've had of some of these tariffs, whether it's economic data that's been relatively resilient. Consumers are feeling more confident about future prospects. When you look at the component that has to do with the labor market, so this is jobs plentiful versus those jobs out there that are hard to get, that actually drifted lower. That's the lowest level we've seen now since 2021. So consumers and Americans are holding on to the jobs they have. They're not finding jobs as plentiful. But when you look at things like income and inflation expectations, these things improve. So confidence on the income over the next 6 months, that rose to a year-to-date high. So higher income means better expectations for the future of the economy. Inflation expectations over the next 12 months, they drifted lower, but just by a bit. Any drift lower is positive news here. They drifted lower to 5.8% in the next 12 months compared to the expectation for 5.9% in June. So consumers are a bit more optimistic about the risk of price increases over the next 12 months, and they're more optimistic about their income expectations. So this resulted in a better consumer confidence report. Now, the equity markets today are lower. We've given you a lot of information about economic data today. There's a lot of reports this week, not just about the economy. We have a lot of earnings, and then we also talked about how some of the tariff deals are being solidified here. This report, we don't think really has a ton to do with the what we're seeing in the equity markets today. Instead, we are looking at going into a Fed meeting tomorrow with valuations that are very high, might be pricing in all of this good news that we've outlined here from an economic standpoint. So there is some risk that there could be some profit taking here in the coming weeks as we get past a lot of this data, we get past tariffs, we get past that tax bill as we've seen here. This may result in maybe some profit taking as valuations are high. Now, we'll be back tomorrow with some more economic data. We'll have tomorrow, we will get that first reading on the second quarter GDP. This is important considering the first quarter was negative. The expectation is for a 2.5% increase in the second quarter. And we'll also get that Fed meeting tomorrow that will come and give our analysis on what we see for the upcoming meeting after July's meeting, which will be in September. That's all we have today. If you want a history of our podcast, you can go to marketswithmegan.fm. Thank you.